This is the Temple Challenge Cup, Harvard University B. And we got Nereus, the Dutch boat, on the buck station. Student Open 8s. Right, the Dutch are just moving a little bit away from their side of the water into the middle, but I think they'll be okay. And they've nudged ahead early, not by much. Big tight start to this race. America against the Dutch. So that's the start. That's how it worked out early. Very even at this point, and now here we are a bit further down the water, and it's still really tight. Perhaps Harvard University just edging it, but Tom, this has got the hallmarks of being a really good race. Both of these eights will think, yeah, we're right in it here.
Yeah, nothing makes me happier than an early riser in the Temple Challenge Cup. Student men's eights, Nereus left, Harvard right, and it's another characterization of how popular this regatta is right across the world, with crews from the Netherlands and the USA. This Harvard crew have had a phenomenal season. They're the sort of second varsity boat in the lightweight category for the Crimson, and they've gone undefeated all year up against this Nereus boat, who come back in 2025 with revenge on their mind. They went out to Harvard A last year, and that's who likely they will face on Saturday if they make it through the successive rounds of this competition. But they're going to have to see off the B boat, and doing a pretty good job so far.
It's quite a big if, isn't it, at this stage, because Nereus have got a lot of work to do here. At the moment, it is them, but Harvard University B, quarter of a length down, and you wonder what they've got left. They look like a well-organised boat, don't they? Then we'll see in the next couple of hundred metres whether they try and make a move and whether we get the response from Nereus. But yeah, actually that was in fact a move from the Dutch, isn't it, who have just moved up a little bit more comfortably and moving away now. Important stretch of the race.
Yeah, I was chatting to one of the lads in the Nereus boat just before the regatta started, and he fancied they were 3 to 5 seconds quicker, about that sort of margin quicker than their A boat last year. So I think they're expecting to go deep into this competition, but Harvard clinging on, and Tim, that could be critical in the final junctions of the race, because they haven't quite snapped that sort of intangible elastic band that connects the crews. And if Harvard decide to mount a bit of a lighty sprint here, we could be in for a blockbuster finish.
We could, if they've got that in them. We'll see. They're a length down at the moment, Harvard. Have they got the snap? Have they got the energy? They've definitely got the time in the race. There's still plenty of water left to navigate. So, but in fact, if you look at it now, Tom, it looks like it's Nereus who are moving away, if anything. Harvard, you said they're trying to hang on. The lead seems to be increasing.
Yeah, it's a critical juncture. Nereus have two options here. They either try and sit on that lead, which is risky, but conserves more energy for a potential final sprint, or they put their foot on the throat of the race, and they try and end this now, and I think that's exactly what the Dutch are doing. You can see there the back of Baum and Jaap Worm just trying to move that crew on, stay technical in the bow seat. It requires a lot of tenacity and skill to keep that boat moving as the bows surge up and down. And there, Tim, I think you've called it spot on. You can see there the length just striding out from Nereus, and they're starting to increase that lead.
Well, the Dutch cost. Now, Haratos will be very satisfied with that last couple of minutes of performance, because they've now got significant clear water between themselves and the Americans, and that wasn't always so obviously going to pan out like that, but they've put in a good shift to see off this Harvard boat. The Harvard boat still going at it, aren't they? You can see there Joost van Asperen, the Harvard bowman. Grew up in Amsterdam, actually, so is Dutch, and he's against the Dutch here. And may not be enjoying the result because of that. He would have been very up for this one because of that Dutch connection, Joost van Asperen, but unfortunately for him, it looks like he's going to end up on the wrong end of the result. His compatriots in the opposition boat have put together an excellent race.
So it's Nereus versus St Edwards in the next round of the Temple Challenge Cup. The schoolboys versus the students, potentially.
Over the line they go. Well done on the buck station to Nereus, the Dutch boat. And Harvard University B, with the Dutchman in the bow seat, coming second.